So, ChatGPT has recently released a new feature that is positioned to help everyday normal people earn an extra source of income online. And in today's video, I want to break it down so that by the end of this video, you're going to have a full understanding of exactly what is happening. I'm someone that uses ChatGPT on a day-to-day basis. I'm sure that you're using it too, but there's, again, people no different than yourself that are using it in a specific way that's allowing them to bring in additional revenues. And I want to show you what they're doing. And it all comes down to the fact that they're using ChatGPT when it comes to promoting their products. You probably didn't realize this, but ChatGPT has recently released this feature that is called product recommendations, which essentially allows people to go onto ChatGPT, ask a question about a product that they're thinking about buying. And then from there, ChatGPT is now going to show them results. And one of those results can be a product that you might be thinking about selling yourself, that you don't even need to ship out yourself because everything can be automated on the back end. This is definitely revolutionary because the amount of people that are going onto ChatGPT every day is mind-blowing. You know, they're getting millions and millions of people going onto ChatGPT every single day. So the potential of getting free organic traffic is definitely there. If we just take a quick look at some of these ChatGPT statistics, we can see that just in 5 days, ChatGPT was able to reach their first 1 million users. Since then, they've been able to get over 4.6 billion visits every single month. There's over 2.5 billion prompts that are entered into ChatGPT every single day. And this year, ChatGPT has been able to be ranked number 5 in the most visited websites. So I'm sure that you can definitely see the potential as to how all of this works. But let me just quickly give you an example of someone that's doing this right now, again, by selling a product that they don't even need to ship out themselves. So if I just go onto ChatGPT just like this, I'm going to type in a random search term that anyone may want to type in if they're looking for this specific product. It's going to be this. I'm going to say, I want to buy a dog wireless GPS fence. Can you recommend a pet website to buy from that offers fast shipping to the US? Bear in mind that I'm only using this product as an example because I saw that it was doing really well on Google Trends. So many people seem to be searching for it. And I've also built a pet store using an AI store builder. So I want to see exactly what type of results I'm going to be able to get from this question. So let me just click on enter. Okay, perfect. So as you guys can see, you know, it's been able to come back with these different websites that I can now look into. I can, you know, look at the price. I can consider if I want to buy it or not if I was a real customer. This is a feature that ChatGPT never had maybe a few months back. You know, this is new. They never used to recommend products just like this. But there's certain things that these different sites have been able to do for them to be showcased on one of the most popular websites that exist right now. But before I get ahead of myself, let me just click into one of these sites. I'm going to click into this one over here. Okay, so it's now taking me directly to the product page. So again, this is free organic traffic. This site owner hasn't had to pay for this. And it's a super simple Shopify store that, you know, is really easy to build. It doesn't take too much technical skills or any skills whatsoever. And I'm going to quickly explain that in a moment. But as we can see, this is what the product page looks like. They're selling the item for $120. But one interesting thing about this website that I want to point out is that if I just click into SimilarWeb, we can see that they are getting over 20,000 monthly visits to this website. And if I just scroll down over here, we can see that the main source of traffic is through search and direct. That means that on average, they're probably bringing in, you know, between $10,000 to $20,000 from this site as an estimate. But that's basically how this new feature on ChatGPT works. It's going to recommend websites, but there's certain things that you need to do once you've built your website to give it the best chance of being showcased on various different places, including ChatGPT, for completely free. And before I get into exactly how you can do that, one other thing that I want to point out about this website is that this product that they're selling can be found on AliExpress. Because if I just go over here, as you can see, I was able to find this supplier, and this supplier on AliExpress is selling the exact same product for $88, but again, this site is selling it for around $120, and that's even down from $134. So if they're using a simple supplier just like this from AliExpress, they're going to be making a decent amount of profit because again, they're not having to pay for any advertising fees. So if I wanted to list this product on a store that I was able to build using an AI store builder, I'm going to be able to copy the URL just like this, head over to AutoDS. And all I simply need to do is click on add products and then come over here to single product, then paste the URL in there just like this, and then click on edit now. And then from here, if I'm happy with everything, the product page, the variants, the images, everything that is being pulled directly from the AliExpress suppliers page, all I need to do is click on save and import. Okay, perfect. So that's now been completed and we can see that the product has now been listed to my store. So I'm going to be able to start selling it straight away. I'm going to be able to drive traffic to it in a number of different ways. But for those of you that are wondering how you can get your product showcased on AI tools like ChatGPT for completely free, I do need to say that it's not going to happen straight away. You do need to be patient when it comes to implementing the things that you need to have in place. This is definitely a long-term thing that you need to do when it comes to ensuring that you've optimized your site in the correct way. So let me quickly show you what I would do when it comes to figuring out how sites like this have been able to get on ChatGPT. So what you can do with this website is to copy the URL at the top and then open up a brand new chat. And this now brings me on to the second feature that I'm sure that 99% of you that's watching this video right now doesn't know exists, and you probably don't even know that it was released, which is their agent mode. Now I have to admit, I've never seen anything like this, because the way that this works is that when you click into it, you're going to be able to tell it what you want it to do. E.g., if you want it to scan a specific website and find out information for you, it's going to be able to do that. So for example, if I wanted it to scan the website that's been promoted on ChatGPT, all I need to do is enter this prompt. I'm just going to say that I want you to scan the following product page and tell me exactly what this site has done to be recommended by ChatGPT when someone searches for this product. I want you to give me a list of actionable things that I can do on my own website, because I'm selling the exact same product and I've put the URL right there for their store. And then all I need to do is just click on enter. And as we can see, it's now scanning the website right before our very eyes. It's scanning the description, the title, the, details, the small intricacies of this website for it to let me know exactly what I could potentially do to allow my product to be listed on ChatGPT as well. So it's probably going to take a couple minutes or so to do this. So I'm going to let it do its thing and I'm going to be back ASAP, and we're going to go through everything that it came back with so that you have a full understanding of, the things that you need to do once you've got your dropshipping store up and running. Okay, perfect. There we go. It's now come back with all of these different recommendations, that they're doing that I can also do myself. And it's letting me know that the title, the metadata is all intact, the content, the images, they've used bullet points, just everything that a site needs to be doing anyway. But these are the most important things that a lot of beginners tend to neglect. So I definitely recommend that if you found a site that you also want to replicate that's getting organic traffic from ChatGPT, you follow those steps that I showed you. You also figure out exactly what that site is doing in your specific niche so that you can now tick off every single thing as you're going along so that you can give your site the best chance of succeeding. Ultimately, by looking at this list, it comes down to the fact that you just need to make sure that your store is built in the correct way. That's why I normally recommend people to use an AI store builder. This is the one that I used to build the site that I've been showing you throughout this entire video. If you guys don't know by now, you can use a free AI store builder just like this. That's going to go through the process of making sure that your store is optimized for desktop, mobile phone, tablet, wherever people are shopping. This AI store builder is going to ensure that it's working as it should. And it's also going to make sure that the text, the title, the description has been formatted correctly. So you're not really going to have to worry about that as a complete beginner. But I would say that the best thing about using this AI store builder is that it's going to automatically load your store with products that are going to be connected to AutoDS, which means that you're not even going to have to ship them out yourself, because AutoDS is connected to over 20 different suppliers worldwide. So don't forget, you can build your store for completely free. I'm going to leave them in the description down below. But this now brings me on to a very important point that I want to get across to you, which is that even though, yes, there's all of these different sites that are getting recommended by ChatGPT, which is amazing, you don't want to just solely rely on getting traffic from them, you want to make sure that you're actively doing something so that you can build your own traffic source outside, because nothing is ever guaranteed. Realistically, when you build your site, you should do everything that is necessary to get seen by ChatGPT, but it doesn't mean that you should solely rely on that. You want to do something that is going to allow you to take a little bit more control of your traffic so that you can increase the amount of sales, revenues, and profits that you can ultimately make. And there's so many different ways that you can do this, right? If you're someone that doesn't have a big budget and you don't really want to spend anything on ads, I would say that there's two main ways that you can get traffic going onto your store. You can either do it through Shopify blog articles, and this is a great way as well because you can automate it. There's an AI tool called Make that's going to allow you to automate blog articles that are going to automatically be published every single day. These are going to be fully written SEO articles that is also going to give your site the best chance of being seen by ChatGPT as well. In addition to that, what you also want to do is try and make sure that you're getting traffic from social media platforms. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram. You want to try and produce short form videos that's going to allow you to publish these videos every single day. In reality, we've all got a phone in our pocket. There's ways that we can use apps on our phone to produce content for free. Of course, it's always good to make sure that you're paying for some sort of software that's going to allow you to, produce content at scale. For example, if you did have somewhat of a budget, not a big budget, but, a small budget, you can use a tool like InVideo AI. The reason why this is amazing is because you're basically going to be able to use it when it comes to producing UGC AI videos. They've got a big library of different actors that you can use. So you can scroll through, see if there's an actor that you want to use over and over again, or what you can do instead is clone yourself. This is something that I did recently. I cloned myself, I cloned my voice, and I'm going to be able to use this video on all of my different short form platforms when it comes to producing multiple pieces of content. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an overview of other ways that you can get traffic. But for the most part, those are the two main new features that OpenAI has released recently on ChatGPT, which is going to be the product recommendation as well as the AI agent that you can use when it comes to scanning websites and just doing various different things on the internet. If you wanted me to make an updated video, kind of breaking down step by step, click by click, exactly how you can build a website and an entire business using these new features, just put in the comments down below. Do the ChatGPT video and also put in brackets your specific location so that I can tailor the video to your specific situation. If you've enjoyed this video, you've gotten any sort of value from it, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. And if you want to watch another YouTube video that I made recently, where in this video, I'm going to go through some of the recent AI features that Google has released so that you can compare the ones from ChatGPT to Google. You're going to be able to watch that video by clicking the link right there. Check that out straight after this. That video has helped out countless people and I'm sure that it can help you out too. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.